Hello everyone, this is Xander Turon and I am back with Game 32 of the first Reddit Open Tournament. In this battle, we have the second game between Razzmann with his Eurocorps general deck and Putin with a USSR general deck. As I mentioned in the last battle, this is the semifinals, so best 2 of 3, so if Razzmann wins this one, he goes on to the finals. Otherwise, if Putin wins, then goes on to a third game, and whoever wins that one goes to the finals. And yeah, let's get this underway. Immediately I see it looks like both players are going to be going this way. At least Putin is. It's hard to tell with Razzmann. Because if Putin was going for here, he'd have more units there. Hard to tell, though. Oh, I don't need it to be that slow. Okay. Okay, so... Razzmann. Let's see what we got here. Immediately he's leaving some weasels to defend his command infantry. Has two AMX-10 RCs and Panzerlux. And that's probably going for here, this general area. Gazelle Cannon also have MX-10 RCs. I'm thinking those are just going to drive straight across the field. I'm not sure. And then have a bunch of guys here. Oh, that's a lot of 10 RC, just AMX-10s. Got 3 Recon ones, and then 2 SBs, the 40-pointer and the tank tab. Then we have Legion 90 most likely in the VAB. Then you have 2 Crotals. And it looks like there's some Chasseur 85. And then some Panzer Grenadier, either 75 or 90. I don't know what Razzmann puts in his Martyr 2s. And then Smoke Mortar, or 120mm mortar for smoke. And then Leopard 24. So it looks like Razzmann actually might be doing a conventional, fairly standard opening for Mudfight. He's going to go here. He's going to basically fire his mortars to about, have his mortars smoke there. That way any enemy units coming in are engaged by his fire support. While in theory, if the enemy... enemy can't use his fire support, you can use yours, in theory. Typically what happens is both pairs smoke there, and it just becomes an instant infantry slog. However, we have to wait and see. He could actually be going for the buildings here. As for Putin, let's see. Mi-8 MTV, that... Okay, it's Recon in it. Is that going to be Razzvedka? Oh, interesting. And we got FOB, of course, because Putin. Spetsnaz GRU and the BTR-90. Looks like more Razzvedka and Mi-8 MTV. BTR-90 is probably going to go over there. And Mi-8 is probably going to drop him off there. That's my guess. And both players are doing 1 command starts. Yep. And also we got BTR-90 with Spetsnaz GRU. Got Scratchets with VDV, couple T-80As, that's the 110 pointer. No, it's just a 100 pointer. Right, it's the prototype one. With the reflex. And then BMP 685s. Close range gun, I guess. They have a decent rate of fire. I don't remember if they're auto-loaded or not. Let's see, got Scratchets with manpads, and that's going to be Iglas of some description. I don't know if they're upvetted, so I think they might be... They could be base Iglas, or there could be Igla ends. I'd have to wait and see. And Buck M1. So yeah, definitely looks like Putin's going to be going pretty hard. He's probably going to try and get into this force, is my guess. Maybe this one, or both. Alright, and let's get this underway. So I'm guessing, yeah, that might's probably dropping these guys off in the middle of the field. Though we will be able to land before the Crotals get in range. Can Razzmann see that? Yeah, he can see. That's Putin. There's Razzmann. Yeah, you can see that. And you can also see there's a bunch of stuff there as well. Gazelle Cannon is going for the Mi-8, it seems. So, oh, MiG-23 MLD. Yeah. Oh, Crotals are engaging. Yep. Razzmann's going down this way. 10 RCs are going after BTR 90. Oh, it's a non-cannon range. That no, it gets side-shot by that. And Crowtail's dunked 3 shots on the Mi-8 MTV. Oh, these guys are caught on the open by those T-80s. Mi-8's wrecking the Lux. Okay, 29 TB's wrecking this RC. Oh, Mortar is mortaring. He's smoking there. I'm not quite sure what he's trying to do. Is he trying to block line of sight from the infantry, or is he trying to get closer to the Mi-8? Okay, 29 TB's coming around. Razzmann doesn't have any air defense directly here. He needs to rely on... Yeah, he's calling out another Crowtail. Oh, that Crowtail took out the Mi-8 there. This one is diverting there. These guys are going to secure the building. Ooh, rocket plane going for the Crowtail. Oh, gets hit. Oh, the Razvedka went down. Didn't notice that happened. And the Crowtail takes out the MiG-21 BIS. Oh, T-80As are out of reflex. They're closing on the Leopard 2A4. One of them took a big hit, and also in range of the 10RC even. And Razzmann smoking right in there, that's interesting. BTR 90 took out the 10RC there and is coming around. Ooh, but it's changing fire with the Lux. And the Panther gets a stun on it, and it goes down. The Spetsnaz GRU are still in the fight. And they're probably going to take out that Lux as it goes by. Oh, but the Lux can't see them, they're in the open. That Panther's probably going to start angling to try and get them. Oh, MX-13s are just driving right down the road. Oh, and the BMPs are moving to intercept because, yeah, Putin can probably see that. Or maybe not. It could be the helicopter saw him as he drove through there. Okay, you can see him now, though. Oh, 2A4 is popping transports. Oh, and the T-20s are going to be adding their fire as well. It's not looking too good for Putin. His opener just got demolished. Okay, that's basically the 15-pointer, which is not bad. The only real weakness is it has 4 HP instead of 5, but against NATO, that's actually not that big of a deal because most, Blue 4 helicopters just don't have 10 HP. They only have 6 or 8 HP. Razzmann's being a bit cheeky with those T-20s. Not quite sure what he's doing. Oh, is he drawing out fire from the T-80? Oh, Panzergrenadier 90 are also moving up. 10 RCs engaging the Spetsnaz, but they're just driving right on through. Ooh, and the BIS is out. T-80's running away. It's 70... Where's it? 70? Okay. Oh, Crowtail misses shots on the BIS. Ooh, but the Panther wrecked the Spetsnaz GRU. Speaking of wrecking, that VAB is about to get perma-stunned, isn't it? Oh, no, actually it's reloading. Not really doing much, though. And it gets stunned again. And those 13s have made it all the way over there. I'm not quite sure what he's doing with those. The BMPs are just searching for him. I'm surprised Razzmann hasn't put like some recon infantry or an ATGM team into Delta, or into the buildings here by Delta. Oh, and BIS and Su-25T. Oh, but the KWS is out. And a Jaguar A. Oh, 25T's on 2 HP. But the Iglas... Oh, KWS goes down to the Iglas. And the MLD probably didn't as well. And the Su-25T escapes with 2 HP. And the BIS did something. That's a bit of a hit for Razzmann. He just sacrificed one of his ASS for basically nothing. It could be they might have been better off with the Mirage 2000, but it's hard to tell. Oh, these two are still going at it. Oh, Scratch It finally goes down. But now the T-80 is going to be going after it. Oh, Crowtail's going after this M8 MTV. And it gets it. It's out of ammunition now, and it's just 3 Crowtails there. Yeah. Oh, and the Legion 90 are engaged in the open by the T-80A. Yeah, they're going to have a bad day. Martyr 2, on the other hand, is probably just going to get one shot at such close range. Yeah, just goes down. It's down here. Just gazelle cannons everywhere. Razzmann does not want Putin sneaking in. Nope, and Spetsnaz you're just walking into Delta. BTR-90's pulling flank security, it seems. Oh, and Putin's pulling out the UAZ for Foxtrot. Honestly, I think in theory, Razzmann Pukhai just walks some infantry up through the bottom of the tree line here. Okay, Commando Pair probably trying to deal with the Spencer Jury, but that T-80A is going to put the hurt on him. At least once it comes to a stop. Oh, and MLD's out again. Yep, Panther coming out for the buildings there. Surprised Razzmann also has to try putting some infantry into the buildings here too. Looks like both players are playing very conservatively. Oh, that T-80A is just unopposed right now. Looks like Razzmann wants to be careful with his 2A4. He's probably just worried about that Su-25T, but that thing is going to be repairing for quite a while. Took a lot of damage. These things are sneaking around, but they're almost out of fuel. Yeah, their autonomy's not great. Speed's okay, but their autonomy's not great. Oh, Panzer Grenadier are just moving around, but I'm surprised the Razvedka aren't spotting him yet. Let's see, more Mi-8s, more Iglas. Oh, BTR-90 is just driving right on through. Maybe he's going to go on a long-range sneaking mission. Has good autonomy, doesn't it? Yeah. 800 kilometers is not bad. Okay, Razzmann's got his Ilta's coming out for Charlie because, yeah, he doesn't want Putin taking at +1. This doesn't seem like Razzmann's buying very much. Is he saving up for something? Got more Razvedka coming out there. Vasilik is out. That one's fun. And Big 21 Bis is something spotted. Not quite sure what he'd be going for. Commando Para. Makes sense. And 4 Crotals. Oh, one hit. Does he get a second? Nope. And it makes it out before any of those can connect. The flight truck going there is just going to want to keep the AT-GEMs fed or what? And the BTR-90 better be careful, otherwise it's going to get detected by that Gazelle cannon. The BTR-90 will probably wreck it, but you never know. Oh, Peace Ryan's going after the Mi-8, but it does get the stun on the looks. Ooh, that's not good. And the KWS is also out. And it's firing at the MLD. Ooh, gets a crit, and it goes down. Really, F4F KWS managed to hit with 2 AMRAMs. I think that's a new record or something. Or is it an AMRAM? Yeah, it would have been 2 AMRAMs probably. Or it could have been an AIM-9L. Jaguar's still there. Oh, it's doing a gun run on the Mi-8. Looks is pretty wrecked and can't do anything. BTR-90 did get the Gazelle. Peace Ryan is up to something. Oh, Mi-8's just wrecking the Panther with its NSVT. Oh, Jaguar is doing another gun run. And knocks it out, but the Razvedka are on the ground. If they can get into the buildings like about there, that could be troublesome. Oh, Smirch. Yep, Smirch. Got... But there's 3 Crotals in that forest, weren't there? It's 1. That's just from explosions. Anyway, Let's not drag this out too long. Oh, 10 RCs are also out. Could be interesting. Ooh, SU-27 PU is out. Oh, is Razzmann sending out another cannon to spot that BTR-90? That's probably why he has the peace run kicking around. Oh, Igla's going after the Panther, which is also getting shot to hell by the Razvedka. Oh, peace run whacks the T-80A. And PU, I don't think the PU is going to get... Oh, gets one hit. Or Igla got a hit, but no. Oh, KWS gets a hit. And the KWS actually did something. And then gets whacked out of the sky by the Igla. And that, there goes both of Razzmann's thingies, KWS's. So I don't think either player has... Oh, I know Putin still has the MLDs. He also has the SU-25T, which is now going to be considerably harder for Razzmann to deal with without an ASF. Oh, hey, these guys actually hit something with their RPG-7. That's going to result in them getting wrecked by the Razvedka. Until, you know, SU-25T decides to feast upon them. And considering the fact that Razzmann lost like 2 Crotals, or 3 Crotals, however many it was, his air defense network's not quite as intact as it was. Well, oh, are these guys semi-active? Yes, they are. So if it loses line of sight midway, it misses. However, it seems to have line of sight right now. Oh, Crotals firing, and gets a hit. And another hit. Oh. Rafale. Oh, and it makes it out on 1 HP. And the MiG MLD got the Jaguar. Razzmann's just having no luck against that SU-25T. And this BTR-90 meanwhile is just sneaking around. Though I have a feeling that once it gets into the open here, this one might see it, but no, this one is vectoring around, trying to get eyes on it. Oh, Scratch has managed to make it there. Yeah, Razzmann definitely needs to deal with this. He looked like he sent some Legion out, but they got whacked. And a MiG-21 BIS, probably going after the Chasseur, and there's no air defense to defend him. Yep. Oh, 10 RCs going in, that could deal with them, or at least might take care of the Igla team. Kotel's displacing. Right now, Putin has 17 conquest points to Razzmann's 1. Okay, Mankadi's moving. Oh, BTR-90's wrecking the cannon. It's aiming. Oh, looks like it did a little bit of damage. That BTR-90's on half health now. And the 1390's coming out. No, actually... 8 AP versus 3 frontal armor. I think they'll be able to one-shot it. Who knows? Oh. 2 MLDs and a BIS. Oh, and the Smirch is firing as well. Probably going up the RC, or firing into the reinforcement route. Or actually, no, he's going for CVs. Oh, Rafale's going after the BIS. Oh, did they get a Crotal? No, I got a Lux. Oh, that guy just got deleted. Smirch is smirching. It might catch out the 1390s as they drive by, though. Yeah, there goes one. Hit. Oh, these guys are walking in. Spetsnaz Jerry, you're moving in as well. Oh, Rafale wrecks an MLD. Did I get the other one too? I think I see 2 crashing planes. Yeah, that's one MiG-23. And that does look like another. And Counter Parrot, ooh, got wrecked by the... Looks like the Scratchets and the GRU put him through the ringer. And Smirch is coming down into 10 RC. Oh, looks like Razzmann's realized he doesn't have any optics down here. Sending in the looks to have a look. Oh, B-turn A is going after the Gazelle here. And it goes down. Without doing any damage. This guy's on elite now. Oh, Panther's going for it. This thing's actually starting to run a bit low on fuel, and the 1390s are also going for it. It's probably not going to last much longer, but it's also been drawing a lot of attention from Razzmann. Oh, P-turn's going after the Mi-8, though there is that Igla there. And it's down to 1 HP, and Buck gets a hit. And it's firing again, and it goes down. There's 2 different planes there. Are those both Razzmann's F4Fs? Because that would be funny. Oh, and yeah, Spetsnaz Yuri whacked the looks as it went by. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, Conquers M. Razzmann's dropping some artillery on it. He's trying to get the Mi-8, but it unloads and it looks like he's going to get out of there. However, there's now counter pair of T-20 and Spies. Oh, this guy keeps missing. Oh, and there's more GRU coming in. BTR-90s are amphibious, so he can just drive right across there. Oh, the Spies are drawing fire. They whack one of the BMPs. Panther's coming out. Is that going for Delta? Maybe he's going to put the command infantry right there? Who knows? Oh, mortar firing again. Oh, could get the Egla team, depending on where it's landing. Crotel's kind of there. It's being a bit over-aggressive, though. And another cannon. Guessing it's going to be pulling flank security. Can Putin see that Panther coming in? Yeah, he can see it. And yeah, he's calling out an Aragon. Yeah, it's basically as soon as Delta gets capped, that Aragon's going to be firing right there. And speaking of things firing, there comes the Smirch. Against all these lovely vehicles. Oh, GRU are drawing all the fire, so the Conqueror's team is going to be able to do some work. Oh, took a bit of a hit. Oh, Kotal does get the Mi-8, but not before it wrecked the commandos. Commando para. Oh, now there's some Chasseurs moving in. Oh, but that Conqueror's team is doing some damage. Oh, Smirch is smirching. Yeah, it looks like he's looking for the CV in Charlie. Oh, BTR-90's going after the VTTs. 10 RC's missing, so his SP's about to die. Yep. Putin's got that nice and fortified. It's a good move from Putin, because this is just going to be a constant thorn in Razzmann's side. You know, that's right at his doorstep. He's got to deal with it. He's not going to tolerate having those dudes kicking in at his front door. So, of course, he's going to spend a bunch of points trying to get rid of it. Oh, Lars 2's firing. Razzmann can also play the MRLS game. Not quite as effective as, say, the Aragon. Speaking of which, is that anywhere? There it is. Chasseurs are just getting chewed up. And that Igla team is still alive. Conquers M with their last missile take out the AMX-10 RC. The Panther did get the Panther got the BTR-90 and is going after the Conqueror's End, but doesn't do or doesn't kill it. I'm surprised Razzmann hasn't fired the second salvo from that Lars into those buildings. Oh, and Mi-8 MTV is on the scene. And the Krotos are just kind of spread about. Countess Bearer go down, and Mi-8's about to go down. And no, look, another Mi-8 MTV with Razvetka. Those are there and out of fuel, and Gazelle Cannon's just flying around. Looks like Razzmann's getting tired of those smirches. The smirching. Yeah, 2 specimens Jury, that's going to chew up infantry pretty well. Mostly because AKS-74U special carbine. Oh, but the T-20 is going to be adding some fire. Oh, Rafale C1 and the Jaguar A. Oh, Oh, Rafale gets stunned. Oh, is the Eagle going to get it? And the Eagle gets the Rafale. I can just hear Razzmann being salty about that right now. And, yep, here comes the Urgan into where the command infantry are. That is giving Razzmann plus 1 right now. He's at 28 to 17. Oh, they're worried, and they're gone. These guys actually got pretty shot to hell. Just the Congress team left. They're calm, though. Chasseurs are panicked. Oh, yeah, and that BMP is also there. Is that amphibious? Yes, it is. T-80 UK. Oh boy. Oh. Conquers, yeah, they're gonna go down. Well, it looks like Razzmann finally managed to take care of this, though it cost him his Rafale and a peace pheasant, or peace rhine. Oh, is this Gazelle spotted? No, it's not. I guess Boone just fell. Okay, now it's spotted. And just in time for the scratches to wreck it. That's funny. I don't know if Razzmann spotted the T-80 UK, though. So that could result in some fun shenanigans. Oh, and the Panther's out again. And it doesn't really matter what Razzmann does because Putin, he's going to see that CV coming in. And he's just going to arrogant wherever he thinks the command infantry are. Oh, actually Razzmann's going for Alpha. That's clever. It's a lot harder to guess where the CV is going to be in Alpha. Though he doesn't have anything to directly defend it at the moment. So Putin could maybe walk some dudes in. Oh, and the Vasilik is smoking. And another Arrogance coming out. And this is got VDV and some Iglas and Scratchets moving in. Part of it's Putin's also probably worried about Panthers wrecking him. Okay. According to this, the Crowtail's running low on fuel, but it says it's full there, so that's weird. Oh, group to command are walking. Yeah, he's firing it on the landing zone. Looks like the group to command is out of line of fire. Looking, I don't think they'd be spotted there. Nope. Interesting to see where Razzmann's going to put them. Is he dropping them there? Oh, Arrogant's firing again. And Razzmann's taking it +1 again. 31 conquest points to 17. I'll be honest, I would not guess that there'd be command infantry in that little bush. I'd think they'd either be there or there. That's where they're normally put. Oh, Milan F3's engaging. And they get to scratch it. And the T-80 UKs are. Razzmann just doesn't have any recon, though. Oh, yeah, he can see it. Super Edenard coming in at any point? Does Razzmann even have the Super Edenard? Did he only have the Peace Rhines? Oh, hey, SU-25T. Dyslexic peace run. I don't know what it's going for, though. He just fired one Vulcan and then fucked off. Oh, Aragon's firing again. Does he have the mark? Ooh, and nope. Oh, actually, yes he does. Razzmann's probably salty about that too. And then yeah, the SU-25T is just flying around. Oh, did Razzmann spot that? Yep. And those are just sitting there. That's hilarious. And Iltis coming out for Alpha. He's probably just going to drive it to the tree so it doesn't get spotted at all. And yeah, smoke around the UK so it's not being spotted. I don't think Razzmann can see it anymore. Nope. That's actually giving Putin +1 right now. It's at 30 to 40. More smoke coming out from the Basilic. Another buck in one. A VP. And Razzmann can't see that though. Part of the Paddy Grenadier spawning it. In fact, the Panzer Grenadier are also probably what's spawning the UK. Oh, but those Razzmann, if they move up far enough, we'll spot them. And Peace Rhine and Jaguar A are out. Buck M1 is turned on. And SU-25T is just chilling. Jaguar gets the buck. Oh, UK takes one hit. Oh, and the Peace Rhine goes down to the SU-25T and the scratch it. And the Panzer Grenadier are spotted by the Razzmann and are about to die a very quick and violent death. And Leopard 2A4 is also moving up, though the VP is going to discourage that a little bit. Oh, another mortar coming out. Lars is aiming. I'm not sure at what, though. Is this mortar fire coming down there? Is he just trying to stun the UK? Looks like it. It's taken 4 damage so far. And the Lars is also firing. And it worries it a little bit. What's the HE on the Lars 2? Is it 7? Yeah. Only 110mm rockets. Gazelle cannons flying over. Oh, it's going to spot the Razzmann though. And he gets whacked by the Igla. Oh, but the Panthers saw it. I think it's stealth again, or... Nope. Oh, here come the commando parries. Razzmann's probably going to put him into the... Yeah, probably put him somewhere there. Oh, that Razzmann is still alive. And these guys are just right there. Eltis is there too, so... Score acquisitions at 0-0, though. Putin has 57 to 40. UK is being repaired, but just the constant mortar fire is keeping it from, you know, being repaired because it's constantly being worried. Oh dear, coughing and hiccuping at the same time. Ergen and Smirch firing. And they got the right mark. Or is it just the Ergen firing and not the Smirch? Oh, yep, here comes the Smirch fire. Iltis is stunned down in the open. Razzmann's putting it back where it was. And there's just a bunch of guys right here, and Razzmann probably doesn't know they're there. And Razzmann's got that +1 ticking again. Oh, the UK is displacing. Oh, Aragon's firing again. Nope, Smirch is firing. Ooh, these guys are getting caught up by the airgun explosions. And Gazelle's trying to find that. Ooh, command infantry have landed. If Putin can get, you know, his command infantry into Alpha, he's going to be start taking it at +1. UK. Oh, he's Razzmann counter cap. Yeah, he's got the Iltis there. And he's just constant wall of smoke. That smoke is not going to stop you, a Smirch or Urigan from wrecking your shit. Oh, Crowtail shot at something. And another T-80 UK is coming out from Putin. I wonder what he's going to do with that. Oh, this Iglo's going to wreck the helicopters along with the Stretchets. Oh, Razzmann probably knows something's there now. Yeah, T-20 shifting down. And just some Rima 85. Don't see those guys very often in general decks. Or Eurocorps general decks. Just because, for the most part, a lot of people feel that they're redundant with whatchamacallums? Legion 90, but Rima 85 are quite nice. They have this. They're as good against infantry as Legion are, though they're 25 kilometers versus 30, so they're a bit slower, and they carry less ammunition. But the Apilas is quite nice, especially in forest combat. Oh, Spetsnaz are engaging the VTTs, but they are spotted. Counter-pair are also there. Oh, BMP-3. With its Arkans. It's a fun little missile. Not particularly powerful, but it's 2.8 kilometer AT-GEM with 50% accuracy, and it also has decent speed, if I recall correctly. Might be mistaken on that one, though. Oh, Putin's almost drained his FOB. And I see 25Ts is just chilling. Being a constant threat, just hanging over Razzmann's head, taunting him, daring him to come out. Or actually more like telling him, stay in that forest or you're gonna die. Anyway, T-80 is also out. That's delightful. Has basically the same gun as the T-80B or the T-72 BU, but has a better missile because it's more accurate, has more AP. Yeah, it had, because the T-72 BU has the sphere, which is, what is it, 2.65 kilometers. What is it, 50% accuracy? I think. I don't know if it has any stabs, or it has really bad stabs. Though the BU also has more armor. So it's a bit of a trade-off. Oh, Vasiluk's firing again. Oh, Leopard 2A4 is engaging the Razvedka. And the Crowtail goes down to the T-80 2A4 is running. BMP-3's just wrecked that thingy. Okay, so Tiger Had's out, but there's, yeah, still Igla's about. And that Su-25T could probably just flying and snipe it. Oh, 2 Tigers. Or Tigre, since it's French or whatever. Oh yeah, Putin is counter-capping Alpha. So let's put the score as 0-0 for acquisition, though Razzmann's at 87-62. I do believe that would result in a draw if the game were to end right now. Oh, Celtic is out. There's also Mi-24 VPs, and Putin's calling out another 2. Or wait, I'll make that 3 VPs. They have the Coke on M, and they have 80mm rockets, which is a fun combination, actually. Coke on M is just not great. It's just okay. It's there. But the 80mm rockets definitely help. Oh, the VABs have driven right around. Though I wish I kind of had the Yak B instead of the 30mm, just because the 30mm is fixed and has a hard time aiming. Oh, Ergen is going after the Iltis and doesn't make it. Razzmann smoking it. It's not, you can't see it. He doesn't knows it's there. Oh, Tiger's taking Igla fire. Oh, they're both taking hits. One goes down. That Leopard 2A4 is there. Chasseurs are just out in the open dying. Potato UK is going for Charlie. Poon's cap. Poon had a temporary cap on Delta just because the Iltis was displaced. So that gave him 87 to 70. Oh, VAPs get stunned by the command infantry. Optical failure. Oh my god. That's a nice crit. And then the VAV will whack it. Razzmann go home. Oh, the Rima there. If they engage the VAV, they will have the advantage. As long as they're both in forest, but the scratches will definitely do a number on them. Oh, Crotel leaves that on 1 HP. There's a rolling 3 out. 24 VPs, just a 4 of them, just blobbing up. Oh, another roll, 2 rolling 3s out from Razzmann. I guess he's prepared for SU-25T shenanigans. Oh, Remarcado in the open. Oh, but they're definitely giving the VDV better than they're taking just because there's 2 of them versus 1. Oh, Panthers are inbound. So the Igla is going to have a word with them probably. Along with the Scratchets. If it comes to worst comes to worst. 2.4 against helicopters. 2.1 rocket range. So yeah, the Scratchets probably wreck him over the forest. Especially once the command infantry starts shooting at him. Oh! But also gave away their position and they get wrecked by rockets. So let's put the scores back to 0-0. Oh. Kotal, or MI8 MTV is making a beeline for the Iltis. Hasn't spotted it yet. C-25T is just there. Putin's going to the forest here. Tiger's doing some work. So yeah, it's definitely helping it. Aside from that, oh, there's about to be 4 Mi-24 VPs about to run wild over Razzmann. Oh, that Leopard 2A5 is going to have a bad day. Takes 2 Coke and M hips. Oh, Mi-24 VPs are going down though. And there it goes. SU-25T gets 1 hit on the 2A5. Rollins are firing. Celtic goes down. It's on 1 HP. And it goes down finally. Oh, and is that Smirch or the Ergen that's firing? It's Smirch. I mean, Ergen. Don't mind me. Oh, all those helicopters flew right over the Iltis. And they go down as more command infantry and Alpha. That's Putin has Delta. Putin, the CV there, has gone down. Yeah, Putin's at +3. Oh, the Tigers are going after the Mi-24s. And it's wrecking because it has a, it has a turret-mounted 30mm. Oh, but the rotary 7.62 is going to have a word with that Tiger. 2 of them. Not actually doing. Oh, right, that's because they have the 1 armor, so they're not actually taking that much damage. Oh, Ilt is back into Delta, so that means Putin's down to only +2. Oh, that Tiger's probably going to try and go for the command infantry. There was smoke coming out for it. Oh, it's going after the Mostrelki. It's running low on autocannon ammunition. Oh, can it see the command infantry? Yes, it does. And it goes down, so that's giving Putin only +1. So that's 125 to 87. Then you have all these guys moving in. Oh, Tiger Hat's going right for the TAD UK, but it's flying over the Spetsnaz GRU. Optical failure, SU-27M only has the gun. And the game ends. Oh, right. So, Putin was victorious with 131 conquest points to 87. With He had 3,415 kills to Razzmann's 3,340. Man, I cannot count today. Yeah, that's a fun battle. Putin managed to win the day, partially because, well, he put the T80UK into, words family into Delta, and that helped give him I'd say the T80UK in Delta is really what helped seal it for Putin, because thing is, wherever Razzmann put a command unit in Delta, Putin could snipe it with either the Smerch and or the Urigan. Since, Razzmann is using command infantry and Iltises, really you only really need the Urigan to fire. And the thing is, Razzmann does not have any area of effect weapons. He doesn't have like an instant click super cluster or super HE weapon to take out a T80 UK. He only has all of his methods to take care of it would require line of sight. So Putin just kept the smoke for most of the battle, and maybe would have gone down near the end if the Tiger had more time. But that, I don't think it would have worked out for that Tiger, just because it's running low on ammunition and his own 1 HP. Now, aside from that, Putin's moving the top there, getting all those units there into the top part. That was such a massive point drain for Razzmann. He spent a lot of points trying to dig him out. And then that last minute, 4 stack of helos plus the 2 K29 TBs, that definitely put the hurt into Razzmann. Now, I'm curious if that Su-25, I don't think that Su-25T directly paid for itself. However, it contributed to the death of a lot of planes, just by them trying to go after the Su-25T, which sometimes is what is good for, Enemy sees Su-25T and goes, oh crap, I need that thing dead, and tries to take care of it, and since it just doesn't die very easily, especially because it's mostly going to be flying away from the enemy plane, it's going to be taking hits in the rear, where it has 2 armor, and that's 60% damage reduction. Like, was it 5 HE does 2-3 damage to 2 armor? And it just takes forever to die. And what that means is that the enemy ASF, basically, at best, it will trade for the Su-25T, which is, the fact that most ASFs cost less than 200 means it's a bit of a decent trade, but not an optimal one. Or usually what happens is enemy ASF flies right over your air defenses. They go up the Su-25T, or they fly into your ASF. And that happened, I think that's how both one KWS went down trying to get the Su-25T. The other one went down after taking out the PU and getting taken out by an Igla. Yeah, close game. Very close game. It's just, right near the end, Putin managed to just get a bit of an overmatch going, especially in the top part of the map, and he managed to get into Charlie, I think, and started counter-capping that with the T80 UK, and that also... Basically, the 2 T80 UKs are what sealed the deal for Putin, I think. That's debatable, because he also did get the command infantry into Echo as well. Or whatever, the other one-pointer, the one that's south of or below Delta. Managed to counter-cap that. And that also definitely helped. We also took out the CV there with I think it's a K29 TB. There's just a lot happening near the end there, so I know I didn't catch everything. Yeah, it's just a fun game. I'm surprised it took that long for Razzmann to get out the Roland 3s, though. Because he had 3-4 Crowtails out at once, but he had no Rolands, and that's... I think especially when you're dealing with Su-25T flying around, you might want a little bit extra range on the Roland 3. But I digress. They both have 6 HE, I do believe. Oh, yeah, Razzmann also lost his Raphael going after the Su-25T, I think. I know, as I got wrecked by... or I got shot down by an Igla, I think. Or I was going after some planes and just flew over an Enigma, and all the damage it took just kind of led to it suffering a critical existence failure. That's the other thing that people about the Su-25T is that it also has a pair of the R-70. The R-73s? Is that what they are? 74s? You know, the really nice infrared missile. Infrared short-range missile that the Red 4 gets. 25T. There we go. R-73A, yeah. You know, 60% accuracy, 5 HE. Standard range for a missile of that type. It's a great little, it's a great infrared missile. Gives it a, you know, it's not a true multi-role, but it definitely gives it a bit of a bite. So I'm just going to keep rambling on about various things at this point, like I normally say I'm going to do. So I'm just going to call it here. I'm Xander Turon, and this was game 32 of the first Reddit Open tournament. Since Putin won, that now means that this is going to go on to a third game, so whoever wins the next game goes on to the finals. Anyway, you guys, have a lovely day.